Hey, welcome to Funny Synth Noises, where I talk about the things that interest me, and you tolerate it for however long you can. This is by no means a gaming channel, because I guarantee nobody wants to watch me be awful at video games. This will change, however, for all of 6 minutes. If it's related to a musician I like, I have to check it out. In this case, it's Mini Composer, a music sequencer app created by Karl Bartos, Masayuki Akamatsu, and Jean-Marc Liederman. Okay, it's not really a video game, but it's close enough. Karl Bartos is perhaps the name most synonymous with the app, as he is literally from Kraftwerk. I'm not going to go into insane detail and mansplain Kraftwerk here, but for those who unfortunately don't know much about the band, they're a German electronic group who rose to prominence in the 70s and early 80s. Bartos was part of the iconic Ralph, Florian, Wolfgang Karl lineup until his departure in 1990. Since then, he's released some albums of his own in addition to collaborating with other artists. Here's a great example of artist collaboration. Masayuki Akamatsu is a Japanese media artist who has worked on development and design for iPhone apps. Jean-Marc Liederman is a Belgian producer with a myriad of projects, in addition to playing keyboard for other bands. Bartos recalls that Liederman approached him with the idea to make an app, and he already found the guy to help build it, Akamatsu. The premise was easy enough: drum beats and sine waves. The original concept for the app was a lot more complicated, with lots of ways to change the volume and pitch and what the waves will sound like. Bartos wanted the app to be as simple as possible, so Akamatsu got rid of all the extra stuff and made it look like this. Together, across countries and through correspondence with emails in broken English, Mini Composer came out in 2011. It came out around the time of the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, so within the app there is a link to donate to the Red Cross and other natural disaster relief funds. Over 10 years later, it's still available on the App Store. I'm getting a new phone very soon, one that is not Apple, because I refuse to make that mistake again. So I'm taking full advantage of it while I can. The app interface is very simple. Black and white, pretty much just one page, and there is no text. You can press the information button to get a description of what each button does, in addition to information about the app developers. Gameplay is also very simple. You just press the tiles on the screen to place a note there, then press play to listen to it loop around. The pictograms at the top give you different synthesizer sounds and drum beats, which you can turn off if you want. There's a note randomizer that gives you like 10 notes maximum. It's more fun to run your finger all over the screen and see what horrible noises you can make yourself. This is, of course, assuming the app doesn't freeze up on you. Or crash entirely. If it sounds terrible, which it probably will, you can clear it with one button. Playing is limited to a C major scale in 1 octave. This is quite inconvenient because I don't know how to transpose music. With the help of some random online transcription service, here is a scuffed version of Pocket Calculator, because I think that is the most appropriate song to play right now. My final verdict? It's an app that's amusing for 5 minutes tops. There isn't a lot to do, and the stuff you can do is already super limited. I think it's a cute concept, but it's 2024 and there's plenty of other online and mobile music making software with more to offer and a less likely chance to crash. There is a fun challenge to try making a recognizable melody with the limits at hand, and that's the most enjoyable thing I got out of it. I understand the app was not designed to be complicated. It does succeed in this blend of minimalism, functionality, and aesthetic. Now, if you've got a handful of iPhones, the possibilities get a little more complex. Unfortunately, I am one man with nobody around me who likes Kraftwerk. I am left to play alone. I think I would rather pull out the stylophone I'm borrowing and jam out with that. Yeah, that was an excuse to show off my musical prowess. You're welcome. Thank you for joining in on this video I decided I would spontaneously make after remembering Mini Composer was a thing that exists. If you've tried the app, what are your thoughts? If you haven't, what are your thoughts on my gameplay? I guess. Comments motivate me to keep doing this YouTube thing that I apparently enjoy more than I expected. See you around.